Good morning. Macy and I got to sleep in the new master bedroom for the first time last night. She ordered this new bed frame. These are our old nightstands. We're gonna get new ones and then we're gonna have some furniture in here. Still have to install the doors, but today we're gonna be installing this here toilet. So that's a black Eridanus one-piece toilet, so it doesn't have the bowl and the tank separated. And we're gonna be replacing this thing. It's pretty straightforward. This is a toilet that was original to the house when we bought it. I don't know if it's original. It doesn't look like it's from the 60s, but it was original to the house when we bought it. We moved it over here when we plumbed the bathroom over here. And when I set it all with temporary stuff. I used like a expanding toilet flange because I knew I was going to replace it at some point, and I used one of those plastic wax rings instead of an actual wax ring. That way I wouldn't have to worry about the flange being in the wrong spot because we didn't have the finished floor on when we put the toilet on, and also I wouldn't have to worry about cleaning wax off the flange when I went to put this one in. So I did buy an actual wax ring for this one. I bought a permanent flange for it because we'll be able to set it because we have the finished floor done. And then we're just gonna chunk this old toilet. Really simple work to do. We're just gonna remove the closet bolts off the flange, take the toilet off, try not to spill anything, take it out to the dump trailer. We'll probably walk it out through here because we're less likely to spill it going out through there. I'll remove the expanding flange, glue the new flange into place where it's a little bit higher than the finished floor, not by much. Put the new wax ring on, put the new closet bolts on, sit the toilet on top of it, put the closet nuts onto the bolts. Should be good to go, then hook the water back up because everything's already run like it's supposed to be. So yeah, we'll get started. First step first, cool the work area and clean it out. I'm gonna pull off the closet nuts. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna go get a stool thing. The knee saver. Now I'm gonna pull off the closet flange nuts. So just to show a little bit more closely, we remove the nut off the closet flange bolt on both sides. We're going to disconnect this water line from the top tank. This is a two-piece, but I'm gonna leave it bolted together because I've already drained the water out of this. There's a little bit of water in here. Don't look at that. I'm probably gonna blur that out, it's nasty. But when I pull it, I'll tilt it forward a little bit. That way the water that sits inside this trap here, because this is the trap that retains the water and prevents sewer gas from coming in. So the water goes down. When the water floods from the tank, it pulls the water, siphons it out, and it all runs down through here, down to the bottom where the actual pipe is. So I'm gonna tilt it forward so the water stays in here to prevent that little bit of water from in there coming out. So I'm gonna move this out to the backyard real quick. I went ahead and took the shop vac and vacuumed out the bottom part of this, whatever was left from the flapper, not draining it. And I went ahead and vacuumed out the trap too, because when I was taking off this water line, it broke the seal on the filler tube that sticks up here and started dripping water. So I threw a towel down there real quick and went ahead and shot back the rest of it out. But now I'm gonna move it. Well, I was not recording this whole time, but I took the toilet out, took it outside, and then I took the old wax ring. It wasn't really a wax ring, it was one of the plastic faux wax rings, and then threw it away because I have an actual wax ring that I'm gonna install. I took the flange bolts off, and now I'm gonna take this actual flange off. I've been wearing gloves. I got some more, nitrile gloves that I'm gonna put on because I don't want to touch all the nasty, and gonna get this flange changed out to the permanent one that I'm gonna glue in place and then put the toilet in. I also shoved a terry cloth down in there to keep the sewer gas from coming up quite so much while I'm in here working, and it'll keep me from dropping anything down in there while I'm working also. Just a friendly reminder to take it out when you're done. I left it in there one time and did not realize it and ended up with a plumber out here because I thought I had like a trap blocked up or not a trap, I thought I had a vent blocked up or something. Nope, turns out I just had a towel down in there from when I changed out a toilet. So this is the twist and set flange that I was talking about. Chunking it, no use for it anymore. I've already got this cut. I bought a couple of them because I couldn't remember what size it was, but it is a 4-inch. So I'm going to glue this down in here, make sure my pre-drilled holes line up, and should be good to go. Gotta get the PVC glue. Honestly, gluing this isn't even 100% necessary, but I'm going to do it because I do not want sewer gas coming up around what I've glued in or what I've set in there. You know what? Before I even open this PVC glue on these floors, I'm gonna set a towel down because this stuff will stain the hell out of this. Just scraping off some urethane caulk that I had on some concrete cracks in here, but I don't want the flange to be unlevel. And, of course, the lid, or the dauber, broke off. But that's okay.
Michael, do you want to see something sad?
It depends. How sad is it? Oh, show the camera. That is our big girl Citrus that passed away this year. We both got matching tattoos. Show them your tattoo. Of an orange slice for Citrus, and her teethers are on it. She was the goodest of girls. She would have hated Carrot, our current little pupperino. Carrot would have loved her though. Alright, let's get the flange installed. I'm gonna change gloves while I'm thinking about it. Still gotta put the bolts in the flange, but. So this is what the glued in place flange looks like. I had to move it around a little bit, so it's not gonna cure as well as it would have if I hadn't moved it, but it's gonna be good enough. I'm gonna throw Tapcon through here, Tapcon through there, and then I'll set the closet bolts through these little holes here. I'll show you when I do that. And then I will set the wax ring and then the toilet. I'm probably gonna have to shim it in the back because the floor is a little bit unlevel, and you can see that if you can see the wax ring kind of flat here. But I'll shim it and then cut the shims to where you can't see it on the back of the toilet. And I'm gonna caulk all the way around 3/4 of the toilet and leave the back open because you don't wanna caulk around the whole thing, because if you do have a leak between the wax ring and the toilet, you wanna be able to see the water coming out from underneath it. I'm gonna return this one. This one was if it was a 3-inch. It's not, it's a 4-inch. And then I also got a different wax ring than the one that came because this is a reinforced wax ring. That's what I wanted. You know what, I am gonna go ahead and throw some more Tapcons instead of just the 2. I only put 2 last time because it was a temporary installation. But because of the unlevelness and the potential for the toilet to rock, I don't want the flange to move at all, so I'm gonna throw 2 more in there. And I'm gonna get this glue out of here because I don't want to spill it, and it's not needed anymore. I don't know if Macy would all the way kill me or just partially kill me if I spilled PVC glue on our brand new floors. Using 1/4 inch by 2 3/4 Tapcons, uses a 3/16 inch bit. I'm gonna pre-drill them at an angle out from the bowl because I do not want it to blow out the side. Alright, about time to set the new toilet, Maester. So this is what the flange looks like secured to the ground. I'll set the wax ring, the reinforced wax ring that I have over there on top of this. Open the toilet, bring it over here. It's a 1-piece, so we don't have to connect the tank to the bowl. We'll just set the whole thing on top of here. Make sure we line up the bolts in the right spot. Should be good to go. Roll the toilet over here. This toilet is relatively massive. It weighs 131 pounds, total freight. We got it from Lowe's. It wasn't that expensive. It was like $250, something like that, which is kind of middle of the road for a toilet. Oh, fancy. A little fancy flusheroo. Ooh, this thing's gonna be a pain in the ass to get out of this box. Like I said, this here is a 1-piece toilet. So it has no bowl versus tank. It's all just one thing. And it's packaged pretty tightly in some styrofoam. I don't know how I'm gonna get it out of here. Might just have to cut it. Oh, that's gonna be messy. I'm gonna just wait for Macy so she can hold the styrofoam while I pick it up. Don't know what all this jazz is. They're the closet bolts. Don't know what these are for. Don't know what those are for. Those, why would they give you white caps? Doesn't make any sense. These are the closet bolts right here. Got the nuts and the washers already on them. Go ahead, stick these on there. So I'm just gonna pick it up and you hold the styrofoam down in place.
I hold the styrofoam.
Yeah, so that I can get this out of here. Oh, it's so hard to grab.
Got it?
Yep. All right, now I'm gonna pick this up again, and you move the box out of the way.
Hold on, wait.
I'm just gonna move the toilet. That way you don't have to move the box in a hurry.
It's a really big box, too.
Yeah.
Can you pick up that side for me? Just flip it up.
Yeah. I don't hate this wax ring. Yeah, we're gonna use this. And I'm gonna return this one. All right. Got the wax ring free. And sit down in there. Paper towels out. Just getting thrown away. Get a broom, sweep some of this stuff up real quick. Really just want to get anything out from under the toilet before I sit the toilet on there. Put some thread sealant on those threads there. And now I'm going to set this here toilet in place. This is going to be relatively difficult because I can't see the holes. I can't see the holes from the front because it's not an open design. It's just got those holes that you can peek through. That's pretty heavy. It's about 130 pounds is what it said. Whew. Go grab my shim bucket and bring it to me. It's in the hallway there. We're good side to side. Slightly unlevel front to back. Two shims back there that you can't really see. One shim here and one there. I'm glad nobody's butt's been on this one. You think they have tester butts? And my bad about that money. Bubba's hit you hallelujah. Woo! Bubba's hit you hallelujah. Woo! Bubba's hit you hallelujah. Finger tightening the nuts down using a socket on the flange bolt. You don't want to tighten it down too far because you can crack the ceramic of the bowl. That son bitch is good. I'm tightening the water line back on. All right, toilet is installed. Got the water line hooked back up to the bowl or the tank. Well, it's all one piece, so it's all just really one thing. Got the water line hooked up to the toilet. It's filling up here. Everything is connected. We got a caulk around. I had to shim. I think I said something about it earlier. I had to shim around the toilet because the floor is a little bit uneven. But then you put the bolts, hold on, put the nuts back on the flange bolts here on both sides. And then there's a cap that goes on this thing. Then we'll put that on, caulk around the front of it, not on the back, because like I said, you want to be able to see if water ever leaks out. And yeah, the toilet's ready to go. Now we got to put the little covers on here, and it's unnecessarily complicated, if you ask me. So sleek, so modern.
Oh, very well.
I'm gonna take the inaugural set. Oh, she's a white girl. I need the white adapter. You ever seen the movie Airplane? No. I need the white person adapter. No rockage. Everything feels good. Toilet installation is done. Everything works as it should. You can barely even see in there. We're squatty potty people, so we're gonna get rid of that and get a black squatty potty. We're probably gonna get a bigger trash can, and then maybe some we're gonna hang. Macy's got dogs playing poker, and then this one, my personal favorite. These dogs shocked at your nakedness while you're in the shower, or shocked at your bowel movements while you're pooping. So we're gonna hang some of that up. And then we're gonna get something different for this wall, something bigger, like a thin frame piece of artwork to hang right here. And these are where the towels go. That's the last thing, right? Well, we have to caulk around there.
Do we?
Yeah, we're going to. We don't have to. You don't technically have to caulk around there, but we're going to. JK, Macy reasoned with me, and we're not going to caulk it because it looks fine how it is. You can't see anything. You can't see any of the shims that I put in there. That was really the only reason I wanted to caulk it, was to hide the shims, but you can't see them anyway. So, but anyway, that's going to wrap up the video for the toilet. happy that that's done. Still have to get doors for in here, but we're staying in here now. We get to cool it down with the mini split. Our power bill is gonna be so much cheaper because we don't have to cool this whole house off during the night. Because that back bedroom that we were sleeping in is at the very end of the ductwork run. So in order to get it 74 degrees, which is what we like to keep the house at, it had to cool the rest of the house down to like 68. So our house was essentially cooling to 68 overnight for like the last 3 years. And now we can put it to wherever we want it with the mini split in the bedroom and leave the rest of the house at like 76. So we're gonna save a ton of money on our power bill. See you next time. Tell him, mister.
See you next time.
Eating big time, ain't she pretty? Ain't she witty? Ain't she great?